Welcome back, everybody, to the Disciplined Degens podcast. It is NFL Week 7. I'm here with the biggest Degen that I know, Gino BetOpenly. How we doing, bro?
Bro, we're live. We won more units. Guys, we just keep winning units.
Gino's printing money, chat. He's printing money. Go subscribe. Get that 7-day free trial in the bio. Get his picks. Best value in the whole industry. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the show. You can now watch this weekly NFL show on YouTube, Apple, and Spotify on the Matty Bets channels. The chat is loving it. What's good, Buffalo?
Matty even added chapters for you real short-term attention span Degens.
Love it. One of our members said they smacked a $7,800 parlay.
Nasty.
I like it, bro.
I haven't done that.
I like it. I like it.
You're doing better than me, bro.
I like it. All right, let's dive. Let's gonna dive right into it. My favorite segment of the week, especially this week, the Peasant of the Week. It is no one even close to the number one spot, Jerry Jones. Let's be honest, this is Peasant of the Decade. Jerry Jones, I'm sorry, bro, but your team got absolutely blown out in Jerry World. You are now 0-3 at home this season. I don't know how you're even 3-3. Luckily, the one game Gino and I unloaded 17 bans on the Cowboys. They somehow won 4th and 5 at the goal line, last play of the game. I'm so thankful they won that game, but my God, I should have bet the farm on the Lions because I've been talking all year about how good I think this Lions team is. Of course, I go on a bender this weekend. I didn't even get money down on Detroit, bro. I'm so mad at myself.
It on our card. You and I.
I'm so mad at myself because Detroit is better everywhere.
No, I agree.
Their running backs are way better.
Hindsight.
That's like the biggest gap of everything.
Dude, we
Quarterback at this point, Goff is better than Dak at this point. Their coaching's better.
Dude, we both
their
said
offensive line's better. Their back end's better. Everything is better.
The running backs aren't even comparable.
And what was
Both
the
their
spread?
running backs
3.5?
are better. 3.5. Dude, you and I loved it, and we just got.
The odds makers made it just enough for people not. You know what I mean? You get a home team at 3.5. Like they made it just enough. Like there's no way they were laying that line at like 2.5.
So you wanted to hear something really interesting for you Degens out there? In the history of the NFL, this was the first week ever that road dogs went 9-0.
Yeah, I saw that.
Road favorites. Home dogs went 0-9.
So I saw that.
That's insane.
This was like the worst week in like the last decade for odds for sports books.
Home dogs went 0-9.
These are the type of weeks are the exact reason I didn't take the fucking dogs money lines this year because you have some good weeks and then you get fucked for you lose every game one week and then you're screwed.
Annihilated.
Bro. Remember I lost 16 units last year. This happened.
I know.
The favorites went 16-0 last year on I think it was like week 10 or 12 or something. They went
must have been home and away.
16-0 favorites, and I lost every single game betting the dog money line. So that's why I didn't do it this year. I was like, I'm not going through these roller coasters of emotions week to week. I was like, I'm just not doing it. So let's move on to the next segment, Sharp or Square. I'm gonna pull up the game slate here. I gotta ask Gino right away. Thursday Night Football, his Niners -3.5 at Seattle. Is it sharp? Is it square?
No, that was last week.
Oh, I'm fucking retarded, dude.
It's all good. We smacked.
All right, I'm going to Sunday. This is actually hilarious. The Jacksonville Jags are -5.5 at home.
And they're in
It doesn't
England.
even matter the team they're playing, okay?
I know.
That's the England game. Thank you.
That's
They're back-to-back weeks.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who the fuck they're playing. I'm going to repeat this. The Jags are -5.5. Put Alabama in playing them. I'm taking the 5.5, bro.
Dude, so, you're scaring me, but you're right. The Jags have done nothing.
It's the New England Patriots they're playing. Patriots are 1-4 against the spread this year.
They do have some firepower.
3-3
They're a really
in
bad
London.
team.
Look, I had the Jags this past weekend. My argument was
We had the
Trevor's
Jags.
good in London. He played well last year, the other year in it.
They got their ass kicked.
And they got destroyed. You know what's funny is I was at the Hard Rock. I woke up and the game was over. The game was so bad. I was like, fuck. And
It was bad.
I went back to sleep. I was like, I'm done, bro.
To answer your question, I do think the Jags is square side. They're hanging this line at 5.5.
What the fuck?
Everyone that's square, no offense to anyone listening, because I'm square too, is going to remember that every favorite won And they're going to say, oh, we just need T-Law to put up the W, save his job, save the coach's job, just win by 6, win by a touchdown.
Yeah.
So I think, and they've been there for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So I like the Jags and Survivor. We'll get into that later.
I have a really good one for Sharp
I
or
just
Square.
think it's square, dude.
I have a good one for Sharp or Square.
Yep.
Detroit Lions +2.5 at Minnesota. The Vikings are 5-0 against the spread this season, and this is for the division lead, right?
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, I don't give a fuck if it's square. I'm going Detroit money line, bro. It's
No,
the worst.
Detroit money line's not. That's actually sharp.
I'm just saying. Well, 58% of the tickets are in Detroit.
I got it.
All I'm saying to you is, it's kind of a bad spot to take them after they look so good, right? They looked unreal. You're buying them high.
They did lose Aiden Hutchinson.
And they lost Aiden Hutchinson. But I'm telling you right now, I'm so bullish on this Detroit Lions team. That Aiden Hutchinson loss could be the difference between a Super Bowl or not.
And I could be wrong, guys. Things change between now, Tuesday, and Sunday.
Yeah.
But I think what Matty's seeing is the number of sharp tickets coming in early.
Yeah.
They're fading the injury. The Lions are the better team preseason. Minnesota's off a bye. One of the best teams in football. Minnesota, I guess, technically week over week looks way better than Kansas City. So you have people arguing that Minnesota's number 1 in the power rankings. I disagree. You have them home off a bye. Detroit just smacked Dallas, but they lost their star on defense. Now they have to go into the rival. I actually think Detroit is the sharp side on this game. I don't love it, but I like it.
I don't know if it's sharp or square, but I'm definitely taking the Lions money line.
Okay, so we're on the same page.
Hopefully they don't let me down here. I mean,
agree.
I'd be blown away. The problem is both teams are so good.
They're good.
Is that the best division in football now?
Oh, no question. There's the point differential is stupid. There's nothing. The best, second best division has point differential of in the 20s. They're in the hundreds.
Yeah.
It's not even close.
Yeah, I mean they're loaded because even the Bears have a
every
good
team.
defense and they're getting better offensively every week.
Top down winning record.
And then Packers,
they're stacked.
NFC North by far the best division.
Packers won with losing their quarterback for 2 weeks.
Yeah. All right, last one. Let me find a good one.
Yeah, take your time.
Okay, we're going Cleveland +6 at home against the Bengals. Sharp or square?
These are so uncomfortable, man. The sharp side on this is Cleveland +6. We'll throw Matty a bone here. His Eagles survived for me. I'm not going to lie. I hated that game. I hated it from the start. It was very uncomfortable watching that game. All I'm going to say is I think everyone was shitting on the Eagles and your coaching staff more than giving Cleveland a little bit of hope and love.
Yeah.
So my opinion, Cleveland +6 is the play here. I think we're going to absolutely see some dogs bark this week, guys. Guys, please be short-sighted. Please. I can promise you, I can almost put my name next to this as a fact. Before it happens, we will not have back-to-back weeks where road favorites win and cover the majority of the time. I'm not saying all. That was all. That's insane. Yeah. But I don't even think it'll happen 51% of the time.
Yeah.
I think you could blindly bet every home dog against the spread, and you will cover more than 50%.
Yeah, so the home dogs this week are New Orleans +2.
That's what is that,
Denver.
Thursday night?
Yeah.
Oh, we got it. We'll get into a bunch of stuff.
Giants +3 against my Eagles.
That's positions, man.
That's disgusting of a game, bro.
Oh my God, your defenses are both good. People only talk about the bad in people. Eagles defense looked damn good.
Yeah.
They saved that game.
Plus that kick that got the
Blocked
field
for 7.
goal. Yeah, that changed everything. So,
dude, your defense looked nasty.
It could be a good buy low spot on the Birds.
I actually started your defense. I was pissed. Do you do fantasy football at all? I know you're in mine, but do you pay attention or are you too busy?
Yeah.
So I was pissed. That blocked field goal counted for points against the defense. I got lower points because they scored 17 or whatever.
Disgusting.
Dude, they allowed 10. That blocked punt is not a defensive allowed. That is fantasy. Anyone close to Yahoo or ESPN, fix how you score fantasy defense scores.
Yeah, 100%. All right, let's move on to the buy or sell segment. Let's see what we got here. Or no, this is buy low, sell high. My bad. Buy low, sell high.
Let's do it.
So, I'll let you go through this. I know this is your segment, bro.
Yeah, I'll eat through it. So, the Colts covered last week. They were a dog and won outright. Miami's off the bye, before the bye. Oh, it's like I'll give you another one. I'll just sneak this in there, guys, because it's overwhelming my brain. I'm considering the Colts this week for Survivor. It's not comfortable. Jags disgusting. Colts disgusting. Atlanta covered and Seattle didn't. If
Dude,
I have
the
to,
Jags, if you take the Jags for Survivor, you deserve to lose, bro.
damn, that's heartless. You got to say good teams.
I know, dude, but I'm sorry. There's 200 some people left, and you're gonna fucking put your confidence in Trevor Lawrence and the Jags.
Dude, I need to use some.
in London.
I need some outliers.
Nah, bro. What are your other options?
Well, let me get. We'll keep going. We'll keep going.
All right.
I want to feed y'all. So this is actually one of my favorite buy low, sell highs. Atlanta did cover, and Seattle did not. They lost to my Niners. They're on what they call the mini buy now. You know, they played Thursday. They've had a lot of time. Seattle's now on a skid, and Atlanta's looking up. I think, to prove I'm not fully biased against the West, I actually think Seattle versus Atlanta is one of my favorite buy lows on this whole list. So being clear on that, Seattle versus Atlanta. Detroit covered, Minnesota off bye. I don't zigzag that one, guys. I'm going to put that in the same category as Indy because the week before they did, so it's not quite. I'm going to skip that one. Rams did not cover before the bye, where Vegas didn't. So that's a double negative.
Some of these games of buys, bro. I would just go through teams that covered versus didn't.
Okay, so then you have Pittsburgh that covered and the Jets that didn't. I am actually buying the Jets, so I'll be crystal clear. For buy low, sell high, I'm buying Seattle to cover or beat Atlanta. I'm also buying the Jets to cover or beat Pittsburgh. These are actually two of my favorite dogs. I just gave them away. And then the last two, Arizona did not versus the Chargers, but I'm not buying Arizona here. I think it's a bad matchup for them. This Chargers defense is starting to look really good. And then Buffalo did cover versus Tennessee that didn't.
Yeah.
I'm torn on that one. I'm middle. I do think Buffalo would be square side. So if you're going to bet that game, I do like Tennessee to backdoor cover. So there's three of them I highly endorse.
Okay.
Seattle, Jets, Tennessee. Seattle, Jets, Tennessee, my favorite buy low, sell highs.
Yeah. Yeah, and Buffalo covering. And by the way, you saw Aaron Rodgers on the Pat McAfee show this morning?
No, what did he do?
He's fucking talking to Pat on the show.
They signed Devontae.
And Devontae, just walks up behind Aaron Rodgers when he's on the show, and they just all start laughing. And I'm just like, bro, you guys are 2-4, and like they're like, it's a weird vibe. I don't know.
It is a weird vibe.
We'll see. I'll tell you one thing. So odds makers did not even shift the playoff odds remotely from that move. Like they're literally like plus 170 to make the playoffs with Devontae coming to town.
Dude, he's kind of injured. The trade had stipulations in it.
Yeah.
That like it's about I want to say if he's an all-pro or not, and moves from a second to a third or vice versa. I think he'll make an impact there. I do. I don't think they're out of the playoffs. I think that now
that's just crazy to me.
They can't lose the Pit.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. So
that's a good matchup, and I genuinely think Pitt has a better defense than the Jets. Jets defense did not look good against Buffalo.
Yeah,
but this is a very winnable game for you Jets fans out there. Them beating Pitt is a very winnable game.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Agree or not segment up first. I'm not gonna like this one, but Nick Sirianni is holding my Eagles back. Do you agree or not?
I want you to answer that before I
agree.
do.
I didn't used to, but I'm now at a point where
he calls the plays, right?
I mean, he used to.
I think he does.
I mean, bro, here's the thing. I don't know. I have so many mixed opinions on Nick Sirianni. I used to like him. I don't know. I just think that he might not be the worst thing in the world for the Eagles, but I think that we need someone to elevate us.
Yeah, I hear you. So, I'm going to agree with the statement that Nick is holding them back. I've seen some erratic emotional decisions from him. Like, let me just give you a breakdown. I had Philly in Survivor. So I'm on edge anyway. It's basically $70K net worth right now of the ticket if I sold it. So it's my most exciting game of the week, no matter what bets I have out there. And you completely dominated their offense. Your defense has allowed nothing. They have 3 points. You have 10. It's 3rd and 1, and you're known for the tush push. That's okay that you don't use the tush push on every one, but you run a pass play, and then he gets sacked. Dude, all you have to do is run the ball there. If you lose yards, kick the field goal. If you break even, you can do tush push the next time. Or if you love your fucking tush push, do it twice or once, and if you don't get it once, kick the field goal. That was a 10-point swing.
Yeah.
The Phillies defense saved them from losing that game. I'm not fucking with you guys.
Yeah.
Once that happened, I think Philly loses that game 60% of the time.
Yeah.
I don't know the math on blocked field goals.
Yeah.
But I don't think you win often when you have a blocked field goal for 6. So
yeah, and my Saquon ticket's taking some beating right now because
he doesn't use them.
Derrick Henry's going crazy too.
And
I
he
haven't
just
even
doesn't
looked at
use
the updated odds, but he's got to be in 2nd or 3rd.
He just doesn't use them, dude. He doesn't get catches out of the backfield. Yeah. We wanted him to be CMC 2.0. I think he caught one catch. Dude, it was terrible. But we'll go next one. I'll hand it to you.
Yeah.
Doug Peterson. You going to be the next head coach fired?
I think so, yeah.
If they lose, he's done. He ain't coming back to England.
If they lose as a 5-point favorite this weekend, he's gone.
Yeah, this is his job. I will say, watching what the Jets did to Salah, which to me is stupidity. They could have won in this last game with him. Could have been a hot seat for him to be on that game, but to fire him before
Oh my God! I just looked at these odds, bro.
What?
Derrick Henry is plus 140 to be Offensive Player of the Year. Saquon's plus 550 and Jefferson's plus 550. So it's a two-way tie for second, and Derrick is the massive favorite now.
I get it. It's that damn Baltimore offense. Your offense just doesn't look good.
Yeah.
It's not even Saquon.
That hurts, bro. That hurts.
Think of how different your offense looks now versus week 1 versus Green Bay.
That hurts. Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. Green Bay's a good defense.
Yeah.
So we agree so far. Maybe we'll disagree on the last one. You agree that Doug Peterson, he needs to win or he's the next one fired?
Yeah.
Who else is on the hot seat? Sirianni, Doug. Do you think the homeboy Mike down in Miami is?
I think he's
Cocaine
an
Mike?
excuse. I think he's an excuse.
He has an excuse with injury. Okay.
Yeah. The Raiders are 2-4. Panthers are 1-5. Rams are 1-4. I mean, is McVay on the hot seat?
No, he won a Super Bowl.
Yeah. I don't know. It's gotta be Dougie P, bro.
Yeah, it's next.
Dougie P's gotta be the favorite to get fired first.
Yeah, he needs to go on a win streak right away.
Yeah.
Now you're making me like him more for the Survivor.
Yeah, 100%. All right, last one. The Aiden Hutchinson injury will change the NFC North race. True or false?
I'm gonna go nah just because I agreed twice. Let me say why. I think Detroit is still the best team in that division.
Yeah.
But it just got a lot closer.
Yeah, I don't think it changes the NFC North race, but I think it could be the difference between them winning the Super Bowl or not.
That's
like
a good.
If you're
That's a
missing
good
your
answer.
best pass rusher in the Super Bowl against maybe Patrick Mahomes or maybe somebody, it could be the difference.
That the North is neck and neck, man. I do think I'd sell Chicago now. Sorry for you Bears fans out there.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a really fucking good game between Minnesota and Detroit. It's gonna tell us a lot.
100%.
Yeah, they lost their Bosa. Remember when we did 2 years ago?
Yeah.
3 years ago.
All right, moving on here.
We got some trivia, dude.
Yeah, can you see it?
No,
You can't see it?
I'm not scrolling down.
Okay.
I'm so bad at trivia.
I'll ask you then. Which two quarterbacks are tied for the longest active streak of games with at least 2 passing touchdowns?
Games with 2 passing touchdowns.
At least 2. Active streak.
Jesus Christ.
It's very random.
I would want to say Mahomes, but it's this year, so it can't be Mahomes.
Boss.
Is it my boy Purdy?
Mahomes just had a 0 TD game.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I knew it wasn't Mahomes. I would have guessed
Purdy either.
Yeah, not Purdy?
I'll give you a hint. One's a Super Bowl winner and one's like a sophomore.
Sophomore in the league?
Yeah. 2nd or 3rd year.
2nd or 3rd year? Oh, sophomore. Okay. Is one Jordan Love?
Yes.
Damn. He has 2 touchdown active streak?
Yeah.
And the other one's a Super Bowl winner.
One's a vet Super Bowl winner.
Is it Detroit's quarterback? Golf?
No.
Oh, my God. Super Bowl winner, active streak. No, the Ravens. I was going to guess the Ravens quarterback, but he don't have a Super Bowl. Can I get another hint, dude? Super Bowl winner.
Are you talking about Lamar?
Yeah.
Oh.
He ain't a Super Bowl winner.
Well, you were right about Ravens. He played for the Ravens.
Oh. Flacco?
Flacco and Jordan Love are two quarterbacks that are tied for the longest active streak of games with at least two
Oh, dude, without a hint.
That's 8 games.
Without a hint, I wouldn't have guessed Flacco if you let me guess. He would have been the last guy. He wasn't even on my mind
He used
as an
to
active
air it
quarterback.
out, though.
Damn, so he's playing good football.
No, that was just a streak.
Oh, it's not currently?
Yeah.
No, it's active streak.
Is it
Because he came back in and started. So he's throwing touchdowns. Yeah, dude, he's crushing the games he comes back in.
Right, it is active.
Damn.
That's crazy.
I can't believe no one else has 2 touchdown 8 streak. I guess it's a lot harder. For all you over 1.5 touchdown bettors, remember this moment. This will help you when you always blindly bet over 1.5 on the star QBs.
Yeah. All right, last one. When is the last time the Jets have won the AFC East? What year?
Is it the can't wait? That dude, remember that? I love that meme. The dude says, can't wait. Fuck. 2010? Lower? Were they really good in 2008?
2002.
2002.
They've
Holy
only done
shit.
Yeah, they've only done it twice since 1970.
I was graduating high school in 2002. Damn. That's wild.
All right, let's dive into Survivor. Gino's favorite segment. If he takes the fucking Jags this weekend, bro, I'll never forgive him. So let's go over Survivor picks. What are the options right off the bat? I know you put on Twitter. The Jags, I know you put as an option.
You think it's you got to stay away?
Stay away.
All right, so I'll give you all my
Colts
options.
was an option, right?
Fam, in the comments, let me get through all the options and comment the one team you would pick. Don't comment every one of them. I can't. I can only take one.
Yeah.
So I'll go in order, top down by my favorite to least favorite. I actually like the Colts.
Yep.
You got Flacco playing. The rumor is the other quarterback might come back in, which would be a mistake when they're winning. But so the Colts have been scrappy. Miami looks desolate. I know Miami's off the bye. That's scary. But the Colts have a really good run defense. And I think JT's coming back. Mm-hmm. So they can run the ball. Good run defense. Miami can't pass to save their life. I don't give a shit who they put in.
Yeah.
Colts is going to take balls. I'm going to be terrified, but Colts are number 1 on my list. Matty's going to hate this, number 1. Number 2, Jags. They've been there for 2 weeks. New England's not only losing, but they're 1-4 against the spread. They're losing decidedly. They might still be without Stevenson. I don't know if they're rushing him back. This will matter on Friday when I look closer, but it's just they're minus 242, the Jags. I hate to say this because we did it with Cincy, but if the Jags don't win, their season is legit over. Their quarterback is probably benched. Their coach is done. It's a implosion. This is like a save the Jags, who I think are still a decent program. They've competed with good teams, even on their losses.
I think their season's already over.
Okay, so that's here's one. I think these two will be the most popular, so I'm a little afraid of them. Rams are off the bye. They should be getting one of, if not both, their receivers back. I'm going to look closely into this. But they're off the bye playing the Raiders. The thing that scares me, LA is owned by the Raiders or the Raiders own LA. This will be a damn home game for the Raiders. That Rams Stadium will be 75% Raiders fans. Fighting, drunk, it'll be a home game. The Raiders have looked good and looked bad. I can't figure out that team. They just traded Devonta. The only reason he wasn't going to play anyway, so it doesn't change a lot. Sometimes getting rid of the cancerous diva does bring these teams together.
That's the only reason I don't love the Rams. Because other than that, it's a no-brainer pick. I don't care about the home crowd and all that shit. But we see all the time when star players get sent somewhere, the team
comes together. The guy
rallies.
waiting for the chance steps up.
Because it's kind of like a fuck you game for them.
Exactly.
They're like, oh, peace out, Devontae. We ain't need you. And then they win or something.
Like these guys would kill for his contract, and he wasn't happy with it, touting around and pretending to be injured. Yeah. Now I'll get into the last two, which are by far they're going to be the number 1 and 2 pick, guys. The Commanders. It's a good bounce back spot. They're home against an inferior team. It's probably going to be the most popular play. They're playing Carolina.
Commanders. I'm sold on Commanders.
Commanders?
It's not even close.
Well, let me give you another one. There's one more. The Bills. The Bills might be a top play unless someone's saving them. I know they're a short week. They went 1 hour from home versus the Jets. They had no injuries in their Monday Night Football win. The defense looked okay. The offense looked okay against a better team. They're playing the Titans, who should not be able to do shit to the Bills on offense. Their defense of the Titans is good, but the Bills escaped. No injury, nothing. This is probably going to have, I think, the largest spread of the week. I think it'll be 8.5 or something like that. Tennessee just makes a lot of mistakes. So the only reason I don't want to use the Bills is I want to save them. So
save the Bills, go Washington. That's my final answer.
All right. So give us on social media, tell us who you'd go with. Those are the 5 that I'll be chewing on all week. I think the Colts are my favorite. I could see Commies being second favorite, but I still have Jags mixed in there.
Yeah.
I don't like Rams, and I want to save Bills.
Fair enough. All right, moving on. Let's talk about the game slate here. We have Thursday Night Football, Broncos at New Orleans. It is a 2-point spread, over under 37. What do you think here?
Oh, man. You know, New Orleans showed so much heart that first half. Yeah. They were getting their ass kicked, and they came back and took a lead. I was so excited. I thought Tampa Bay was getting wiped out.
Yeah, New Orleans fucked me. It cost me. I took them plus 3.5. I woke up at the Hard Rock. I looked at 27-24. I was like, yes, I fucking won. That was halftime.
It's halftime.
Halftime, 27-24. What world is that a halftime score?
That's fair.
I thought I won the game, bro. And then I refreshed. It's like 51-27 or some shit.
Do you know, I think Rattler looked good, and I think he'll get better.
I'm done with the Saints, bro. How did that team blow the Cowboys out? The Cowboys might be the worst team in the NFL, bro.
Think about it. The Saints blew them out.
Give me the fucking Panthers ML if they play the Cowboys this year.
Okay, so I think we're going to be opposite on this one. We're crossing up.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Saints money line here. I'm going to take the home dog in primetime. We've actually seen 3 home dogs in primetime lose in a row. I told you guys, when systems roll off the tongue and everyone knows about them, system's dead. You have to do diligent research. If everyone knows about it, there's no value in it.
And people don't know about home dog in primetime?
No, I'm saying the last 3 lost.
Okay.
So now the public will be off it, dude.
Well,
They've lost 3 in a row.
Denver this season, 2-0 on the road.
Yeah, they have a good road.
Beating the Bucs 26-7, which that has aged very well. Beating the Jets 10-9. Competing with the Chargers at home, and then blowing out the Raiders. There's nothing that's gonna.
I'll give you more reason to like your Broncos.
Not taking Denver in this game.
I'll give you more reason to like your Broncos. Tampa Bay just smoked fucking New Orleans.
Yeah.
Denver smoked Tampa Bay.
Denver money line. No one's talking me off of it.
All right,
I'll do Denver -2, no problem.
We got 2 plays. I actually like the over in that game. I think both teams air it out. Yeah. Rattler's coming to play ball. He's bringing that college attitude to the pros. Yeah. He doesn't have a lot to lose. The Saints got to pick up a win. He's going to air it out.
Fair enough. All right, moving on to the London game Sunday morning. Pats getting 5.5 on a neutral field against the Jags.
Gross.
Maybe a very important game for Doug Peterson. Over under 42.5. What do you think?
I think my favorite play in this game is the under 42.5. Right? We just watched Jags in Chicago go way over after having a very quiet first half. They blew it up. So people are going to remember that over. I think the Patriots are going to have their defense show up. The Jags are not that great on offense, and vice versa.
The Patriots just gave up 41 last week.
I know.
Too.
Both teams went way over. This to me is a good zigzag when you have both teams that give up, or both teams in the over playing each other to go under. I actually want, maybe we'll add that as a segment. Both unders versus, 2 teams with the over playing each other to go under, and vice versa, 2 teams under to go over. But I like the under in this game. Patriots won't score easily against this Jags defense. It's not as bad as it looks on paper, and vice versa. The Jags offense is okay. They have hurt running backs. Their backs didn't look good. I lost a bunch of prop plays on that. The Patriots will compete. Houston's on another level than Jacksonville, substantially on another level, and I would say the same about Chicago versus the Patriots. So this is gonna be a really boring one. I might be really sweaty, but I do see like a nice 2017 Jags win here. I think 2017 is the exact score of Jags Patriots.
Interesting.
Maybe 1917.
And you're willing to put your survivor on the line for that 3-point prediction you just had?
I know. It's sick, dude. It's sick.
Yeah. I'm going Patriots plus 5.5 here. I don't love it, but
I get it.
I
actually
can't
agree.
trust either
It's a sharp
team
side.
to get 5.5 is mind boggling.
I think the Patriots is the sharp side. I really mean that. I do not like Jacksonville minus 5.5.
All right, moving on. Miami at Indianapolis. Dolphins getting 3.5 on the road here, over under 44. What do you think?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. This spread has me very nervous for my liking the Colts.
Yeah.
Why is it not minus 4.5? Tennessee worked Miami. Colts just went into Tennessee and kicked their ass.
Yeah.
And now they're home. I get the Dolphins off the bye, but Tua's not coming back. They're injured everywhere. They just can't
they
do
have
anything.
more time to prepare with the backup.
No, they have two. You're right. It is more time to prepare, but dude, they've looked so bad on offense, dude. I'm gonna give the Colts here. It feels square to me, guys. So again, I always give out at least 1 or 2 square plays. I like the Colts money line. I like the Colts -3. I believe the biggest disconnect in this game is the fact that the Colts have a really good run game and they have a really good run defense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see a Dolphins backup with an extra week to prepare, saving the Dolphins. And I'll tell you this right now. We saw how bad Seattle is, how bad they are.
Mm-hmm.
Dolphins couldn't do shit.
Yeah.
They couldn't move nothing on their defense.
Yep.
That's the last example I can give is just how everyone works Seattle's secondary. The Dolphins got big problems. I don't know what they all are, but their problems are deeper than Tua.
Yeah. No, that's a good comment. They're saying Anthony Richardson is coming back.
I know. Why would you start Richardson versus Flacco if he's...
And he's gonna keep Miami in the game. I could see it, man. He had one really good throw week 1, and he's looked like shit other than that throw.
The only thing I'd say is he can scramble.
Yeah.
Maybe
I can see a fumble.
No, I get it. And you guys aren't wrong. I read that too. I don't get it. You're in the playoff hunt. You have a chance to win with a quarterback that now has an 8-game streak of 2 touchdowns that Matty had to educate me on. I didn't even know that streak. I don't think Flacco's... Think about Flacco made it to the playoffs last year. He should have won the game in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
All right, square. I think Colts are
this
square.
Game, yeah. If anything, I think the over might hit 43.5.
They got to put up points.
Pick sixes.
Fumble 6. Oh, I'm already stressing my Survivor. What a fucking mess.
I would stay away from that game and the fucking the Jags game. Let's move on to the next game. What you got here? Let's go with Detroit at Minnesota. Detroit plus 2.5. Over under 50. What do you like here?
Oh man.
I like
I'm gonna
Detroit
go with
money
the system.
line
Yeah.
and the under here.
Let's align here. Minnesota has looked godly on defense and offense for the most part. They've kicked teams' asses that are really good.
Yeah. This under is sharp as fuck. I'm telling you right now. I might make this my play of the week.
So please, team, let me
Division
finish.
game.
I get it.
Division game.
This is big.
Detroit runs the ball a ton. Minnesota's defense is the best part about their team.
I know.
I'm telling you right now, the under 50.
Dude, so Minnesota has been running people out of stadiums. They need to win this game to still keep their lock on the division. I'm going to tell you guys the Lions with a bunch of reverse information. So you look at Minnesota. They absolutely should be able to score on this Lions defense without Hutchinson, but they're not going to be able to. Something's going to click with Detroit. They're going to control this game with defense. It's going to be a close game, but I think Detroit squeaks one out. This to me,
23-17.
23-17?
Vikings with the ball at the end of the game.
23-17, 23-16, 23-20.
To take the lead, and Detroit gets it done.
All right.
23-17. This game goes 10 points under. I think the under 50 is the sharpest play.
So you like the under, without a doubt.
I love this under.
The under scares me a little bit just in case Minnesota's defense looks how it has all year. Look at Minnesota's second half defense. It is horrendous. Their first half, best in the league. Don't understand it. So that's why the over-under scares me a bit, but it makes me like Detroit even more. Detroit money line, that's the play.
Yeah. All right, moving on. We have
Eagles.
Philadelphia going to the Giants. That's a 3-point spread here.
Oh, man.
I see 3 right now. I think it was 3.5. Has it come down?
Oh, yeah.
Over under 43, 42.5 some places. This is a very strange
The
game
Giants
to
should
me.
have beat Cincy. You won't convince me otherwise.
The Giants' defense is very good, in my
Right?
opinion. Very good.
It really is.
So here's the thing.
The quarterback.
Their cornerbacks
They're
were
good.
playing man coverage against the Bengals receivers.
Exactly.
And they can do that against AJ and Devontae as well.
Exactly. So, dude, this Giants defense is insanely underrated.
Yeah.
So I like the Giants here.
I think the Eagles might lose this game outright. I really do.
The
It
Eagles
is
got to change
Saquon though.
something.
Saquon
Going
playing
home.
the Giants is
This
pretty
is Saquon
dope.
going home party.
I might go Saquon 3 TDs, bro.
And then they still lose?
Yeah.
Also, then you love the over.
Well, no. I was just saying that because I want to bet Saquon. But
I get
no.
it. I get it.
I think the Giants if you can get the Giants at 3.5, I think you have to take that. I really do as an Eagles fan.
So, yeah,
Just because I liked what I saw out of the Giants, that they did not look. What was
the only thing I'll
score?
say, just let me play devil's advocate for your boys real
They
quick.
should not have lost by 10 in that game.
Dude, I was texting Petey the whole game.
Yeah.
So you might be able to get the Eagles cheap here because of that 10-point swing on a punt. The Eagles defense,
On the block field goal.
block field goal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
My bad. So all I'm going to say to play devil's
The under's
advocate.
a lock, bro. The under's a lock.
All I'm going to say is play double advocate. Yeah, here you go. That's where I was going.
The under's a lock.
Is I actually don't know if I like either team here.
The under.
I just like this under. I think we should appreciate what the Eagles did on defense and what the Giants are able to do on
100%.
defense.
I'm going 2-leg parlay. I'm going under the Eagles game, under in the Vikings game. That shit's smacking.
So we align here, boys. Although I
It's an under.
initially lean Giants, I actually think you can get the Eagles a little cheap here. But my biggest bet on this game will be under 43. This game has 17-16 just written all over it. 16-13, 17-16.
Yeah.
No big plays.
Yeah, I'm Giants in the under here. I'm hoping Eagles I'm hoping Eagles win outright, but Giants cover and the game goes under. Let's move on to the next one. We got Seattle at
Oh, man. Do you see the
Atlanta.
spread in this game?
wow.
Oh, my God.
Atlanta's -3 at home, over under 51. It might be 2.5 now.
Atlanta's on a win streak for very good teams. Let's not forget what they almost beat Kansas City. Like, they just win. They find a way to win games. Seattle's been getting their fucking shit pushed in, their ass kicked up and down the field. I get the Niners game didn't look that way because of how it ended, but Niners dominated that game. And the spread's 3. I think Atlanta is the squarest play of the week. Can you get behind that?
Yeah, it's a weird spread.
Oh my God, Atlanta's the squarest play of the week. So I'm going to go. This might be my dog of the week, my dudes. Take the plus 156 on BetOpenly. Seahawks money line. Hold the points. I don't give a shit. Plus 156, Seahawks to beat Atlanta. It's
That's
crazy.
tough.
That spread makes no sense. This spread should be.
Yeah.
The spread should be 5.5.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is going on here?
Yeah, it's a fucking. Why is someone injured or something? Something happened?
The whole Seahawks defense is injured, but no, the Falcons are fine.
Bijan Robinson has an injured hamstring. Is he playing?
Yeah, the same as last week though. We'll play.
Yeah.
Dude, this is a wild one, guys. I'm not gonna lie.
Why is the spread that?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Someone tell us.
I don't make comments like this often. This is by far the biggest trap line. They are begging you. Think about it, guys. Come on. If you're newer to football and sports betting, and you grab your fucking paper, I know I'm sounding old, but you look at the spreads on your phone. This one just jumps out at you. Oh, as long as Atlanta doesn't win by 1 or 2, I at least push. Any more than that, I win. Against a skidding Seattle versus an up-and-coming Atlanta. Atlanta smoked Carolina again. They didn't have to do anything. They got to rest their team.
Yeah. I don't get it. I mean, so you're solely betting Seattle because it's like.
It's just someone knows something I don't know. There's some matchup there. Something's going on. There's no reason this shouldn't be 5.5. 5.5, I say, oh, it's a true line. I skip it. I mean that. I'll actually have money on Seattle, guys.
Yeah. What about the over-under? Over 51?
Yeah, I mean that's essentially as telling as the spread. Yeah. It's basically saying Seattle's going to be able to put up at least 24. So
yeah,
I like the over in this game.
yeah.
The only reason I like Seattle more is that Seattle's defense has been getting stomped on, so they have room for improvement. You can buy their defense a little low.
Yeah. All right, moving on. What do we got next? Let's go to Carolina versus Washington, or Cincy versus Cleveland.
So I have the Bengals saved. I actually think I made a mistake not including them in my survivor options. Don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's division, so I hate it. It's division on the road.
Just bet the opposite team of Cleveland and
right?
Carolina
And Cleveland looks
week,
so bad. It's just the fact that Cincy's defense doesn't exist.
Yeah.
But they actually kind of showed up in that last game. I thought they were
Let me put it this way. Playing at Cleveland is probably an easier game at this point than at the Giants last week.
Exactly. So, I was just impressed at what the Bengals.
They can't lose. The Bengals can't stumble anymore.
They can't. They have no room for error.
They have to win.
Bengals
I
is an
like
interesting
Cincy
one.
as a pick too.
Yeah, I fucked up, guys.
I like their -6
I'll
here
tempt that
too.
at 6. I think I skipped it because I like the Bengals versus bad teams in a couple of weeks, but I also just thought the Browns defense played well.
Yeah.
They seem to be alive, and that scares me if Cleveland just taps in. At one point, a team like that just keeps getting beat down and beat down. Eventually they find a way to win in the NFL. It sucks. Even the worst teams get 3 to 4 wins.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going Cincy -6 here.
Oh, okay. You like it?
I don't think Cleveland does anything on offense.
Yeah, what Cincy did at Baltimore and with Baltimore, Cleveland can't match that firepower.
27-13 Cincy. They cover and the game is under. That's my prediction.
I like it, brother. I'll go over in this game, 42.5. I just think the Philly bad offense made Cleveland's defense look a little better than it is.
Yeah.
And Cincy will be able to put up some points and have fun with the game.
All right, moving on. We have the Texans at Green Bay. Packers -2.5 at home, over under 47.5. It's up to 3 at some sites. What do you think here? This is a tough one, bro.
Yeah, this Packers team's interesting. How bad they played first half versus Minnesota, and how good they played the whole game versus Arizona. How bad they played the first half versus the Rams, and then how good they played the second half. This is a real, AFC versus NFC. This is an interesting game. I think these two teams are close to equal on paper. The reason the Packers are favored is they're home. I also have the Texans higher in my power rankings. So this is going to be, guys, for you that don't do power rankings or look at them or know how to use them, this is going to be a blind bet on the Texans for me, money line. It's just me saying that my power rankings are finding me value. I'm getting a team that I have ranked 2 or 3 higher than the Packers. No, I'm in their house, which is substantial.
Yeah.
But I'm getting them plus 144. I got to go Texans. I got to respect myself in my power rankings and go Texans here.
I'm going Packers here.
Damn you.
I think the Packers are one of the most underrated teams in the league.
You're probably right.
Look what they've done, bro. I mean, look at the last week. They were up 24-0. They punched the Cardinals in the face.
They did.
They came out good
after
early.
the Cardinals beat my Niners.
Yeah, and they've looked good in all the games where Love was like healthy and playing. Like,
yeah,
they're the only team that really challenged Minnesota.
And you just said that Love, along with Flacco, is the only guy with a 2 touchdown. Like the kid ended the year strong and started it strong. Yeah, he picked up right where he left off.
I'm going Green Bay here. They were so sharp last week against the Cardinals. It was that big of a spread, and they smoked them.
It was the second highest pick in Survivor.
Yeah,
it was a no doubt game. Of all the games, that was the best one.
Yeah,
I'm going
Green Bay -3 here for sure.
There's never a doubt.
Moving on. What we got next?
Ooh.
4:00 game. We have the Titans at Buffalo. Bills are -8.5, over under 41. It's a weird ass spread to me. I mean, I guess it's not, but it's just like.
This one's interesting. It's Buffalo barely beat the Jets, excuse me. And people will say, The Jets missed 2 field goals. Buffalo should have won, but let's also go back to the fact that Buffalo was up 10 minus a Hail Mary at half. So that game
100%.
really could have gone both ways a number of times. People are talking about the Jets missing 2 field goals. They forget that Buffalo's guy missed a field goal from like 30 and an extra point.
Yeah.
So this game was just a disaster. The amount of flags, everyone's vibes were off. This was one of the most frustrating games for me to watch.
Yeah.
Aside from the fact that I lost my bet on the Jets. So I like the Tennessee defense. I keep saying I like this team's defense. 8.5 a lot to get. And they're still laying 8.5 after only squeaking out a win versus the Jets. The Jets and Titans, the Titans defense is going to look better than the Jets defense. I mean that in this game. They really are. So I'm going to take the 8.5 points. I think Bills is a great survivor pick. I'm kind of a pussy with it.
Yeah.
I need to save them. But I think the Bills win this game 6 to 7. I don't think they win it by 9 to 10.
Yeah. It feels like the Bills they don't cover those huge spreads all the time.
Their defense played good. Minus that Hail Mary and a couple of things. The Bills' defense was playing good. The refs were throwing flags at everything. So there's a chance that Tennessee really struggles to score in this game.
Yeah. I like the points in that game too. It's ugly, but I like it.
It's very ugly.
Let's move on.
Let's do it.
Especially you get 8.5 points in a game where the over-under is 41. That's a lot of points.
So low.
Yeah. All right, Raiders at Rams. Another survivor option for Gino here. Raiders getting 6.5 over under 43.5.
This one has me scratching my head. Do you think the Raiders should be getting that many points?
I guess the Rams are just back and healthy, right?
Back and healthy and off the bye.
Yeah.
And they were supposed to be a playoff team preseason.
Yeah. I think that's what it is here.
Yeah. Oh, this might be square side, but I'm gonna lay the 7 with the Rams, the 6.5 to 7. I don't think the Raiders offense can be able to do a whole lot against the Rams.
Yeah. Fair. I'm probably gonna ride with you here, but I'm not confident. What's the over under?
43.5.
I like the over.
Over? I do too. Just remember, guys, if we get the Rams actually looked okay on offense without their 2 stars.
Yeah.
They get back arguably the best 1-2 combination in the NFL.
Yeah.
This is a big if, guys. So again, this is Tuesday.
Yeah.
The Rams have both the receivers, and they have a decent defense even after losing the Aaron Donald. I just don't think the Raiders can match their firepower. I think the Rams put up a nice win at home.
Yeah.
I really do. Oh, man, I'm starting to talk myself in the Rams and my fucking survivor.
Last game on the late afternoon slate, we got the Chiefs going to San Fran. Oh, we didn't do Carolina yet. Carolina going to the Commanders. The Commanders are minus 7.5 at home. I already told Gino this should be the survivor pick, in my opinion.
Okay. They're
Just
home.
fade the Panthers, fade the Browns, fade these dog shit teams.
Yeah,
Commanders coming off a loss, right?
they are. A good loss. They
Lock
competed
them
back
in,
and forth with
bro.
Baltimore.
Lock them in. They're going to rally back at home. They're going to beat the shit out of the Panthers. Give me the minus 7.5 here. Give me the under as well. Give me the under 52. It's going to be like 27 to 14.
Dude, this Jaden kid's looking good.
Yeah.
Even in losses. The kid looks fucking good. So, yeah, I'm with Matty here. Dude, it's just like I hate being on the square side. And I'll just tell you, the Commies minus 7.5 is a lot more square than the Rams minus 6.5 or 7.
Yeah.
So I just don't like being on that. So anyone listening, if you're going to bet the spread in this game, please look at the Panthers, as gross as it is. There should be a lot of points in this game. Look at Chuba for
And the Commanders have covered both
Hubba.
times at home this year.
Chuba Hubba. Look, yeah, I know they've ran it up. Dude, remember how nasty they played against the Bengals? Yeah. So I think the Panthers are able to score. I like the Panthers team total in this one. I like the 7.5. I don't love this game. It's going to be minimally on my slate where, I bet every game, but this one's going to be minimally. I like Chuba. I like player props. Maybe Chuba to have 2 touchdowns if you want to have fun with it.
Moving on.
Let's do it.
What do we got here?
We got some good games, bruh.
There it is. Chiefs at Niners. Chiefs off the bye here. San Fran covered last week. Niners are 1-point home favorite. Over under 46.5, I think it's down to.
We got the Super Bowl rematch.
Yeah, bro. What do you
The
think?
undefeated Chiefs off a bye. Why do we have to get them off the bye? Why can't we
Is
get them
there
in?
ever a game where it's like the Chiefs are finally due to lose?
This is the game, right?
Is it?
Dude, this is it. Chiefs are off the bye. Chiefs defense looks a lot better than the Niners defense. Offenses, I would say, look similar. Obviously, the Niners offense is better than the Chiefs this year. Mahomes is having a really bad season.
He's 0 TDs, right? Last week?
Dude, he's just overall, he's throwing picks. He's having it's sad because he wants a breakout game. Our defense is the one to fucking do it against.
And that's why I lean the over in this game, bro.
Yeah.
It's not prime time either, right?
It's electric. Late 4:30, 4:25.
I like this over, bro.
I don't hate it.
It's going down, too.
My Niners are going to have the fresh taste of blood in their mouth from losing a Super Bowl they believe they should have won.
Yeah.
The Niners will show up here. This will be a good game. We're getting players back every week. So, I like making bold calls. I like making you guys money. I'm telling you, the Chiefs are overrated. They're a really good team. But everyone blindly saying they're number one in the power rankings is just wrong. This is an example. The Niners' record, and they're favored. I know it's in SF, but you wouldn't see that normally. If Baltimore was coming to SF right now, Baltimore would be favored over us. That's how power rankings work. That's why Baltimore is above Kansas City. So I by a sliver, I like my Niners. The over-under feels too high, so I like the over. I know it sounds contradictory, but hear me out. I think both teams put up magic. I think Mahomes has a bounce-back game with yards. And I really think we're able to successfully run our offense in full form against the Chiefs. So I think it's going to be – I think Ayuk will get his first touchdown. I think Jennings will have it. I think it's one of those games where the question really becomes how good is Purdy, because he spreads the ball out to everyone. And we have multiple guys with one touchdown, no players with two touchdowns on the Niners. Everyone gets one touchdown, rushing, receiving, tight end, et cetera, et cetera. Debo rushes one, et cetera. I think we give them all our firepower.
Yeah. The Chiefs' defense the last 3 games have only given up 13, 10,
Right?
and 17.
So low.
Their defense has played well, but then earlier in the season, they've given up 20s.
Yeah, the Niners are going to get high 20s, and sadly, I think they're going to give up mid 20s. So, 27-24 gets this over.
Yeah.
27-24, 26-24 feels the most realistic to me.
Yeah. I'm going over. I'm not touching this side. Let's move on. We got the primetime game, Jets at Steelers.
I think we have 2 Monday Night Football games again, too.
Is it 2?
Which is pretty electric. I don't know why they went away and came back. I honestly don't know. Someone in chat, tell us how that happens.
It is. Jets are a 1.5 point
favorite
at home.
No, they're in Pitt.
Or at Pitt. Is
Can you believe
playing? Is Devontae playing already?
Could you imagine he's hurt with a hamstring, he gets traded, and he plays the next game?
Yeah, I don't believe that.
This one's interesting, right? So, shout out to Pitt fans. Y'all are some crazy motherfuckers. You probably give me the most shit on Twitter for not including you guys in my top 10 power rankings. Yeah. This is proof why, guys. You're home against a team no one would argue is in the top 10 in the Jets, and you're dogs. So don't at me. You're not a top 10 team. Look at the fucking spread. The 2-4 Jets are coming to your house, and you're dogs. So you're having a good season. Your quarterback play is horrendous. The Jets defense will contain your quarterback. The question really becomes, will Rodgers break out? So I gave out home dog and primetime on Thursday. I'm going to fade that system because I think it's a dead system on Sunday. I think the Jets win this game. I think the Jets win this game.
They have to.
They have to.
They can't lose any. They have to. I mean, it's pretty telling, though, that their odds didn't really move for to make the postseason.
The Jets played fantastic defense in the second half against Buffalo. Yeah. The Buffalo quarterback play and offense is so next level compared to Pittsburgh that they're going to roll that defense into that game.
Facts.
It's going to be a very frustrating night for Pittsburgh Steelers. We're going to see the gap We're going to see the frustration of them playing a top defense.
You sold me, bro. I'm in. Jets in the under.
Let's do it. Jets to the under. Jets win this game same way they beat the Patriots.
For sure. Hold up. Oh, yeah. 2 Monday night. Okay. No, that was a Sunday night game.
Yeah, it's Sunday night.
Okay, so now there's two Monday nights. So we have Ravens, Bucs, and we have Chargers, Cardinals.
Exactly.
So Ravens are a 3.5-point favorite at Tampa Bay, over under 48.5. It's kind of, I feel like it's almost a little disrespectful to hang 3.5 at Tampa at home here.
Damn, do you? Look what the Ravens are doing.
I know, but
I get it.
Bucs just put up 51.
I know.
They've competed at Atlanta. They blew out my Eagles.
Their only bad loss is Denver.
That Denver game was their bad. Yeah,
it's their only bad game. Yeah, I agree. So I think I said this 2 weeks ago, guys. I'm going to just, sorry for repeating myself, but I want to help you with this bet. My biggest bets of the year were 2 and 3 weeks ago on Baltimore. They smacked the Cowboys, even though it got close to the end. Then they went home and smacked Buffalo. I will be putting a unit on Baltimore every week until they lose. So I want you guys to know that. I want anyone listening. They were 6.5 when I gave it out last week. They covered that 7, even though it probably pushed for people waited till kickoff. I am going to have a system where I just bet Baltimore every week ATS until they lose a game. It's been a blast to watch them win me 4 of them, and 2 of those were 2.5, 3-unit bets. So I'm going to keep betting these Ravens. I have no reason to believe they are not the best team in the NFL. They are number 1 in my power rankings for a reason. People hate on it. I don't care. Baltimore against the spread until they don't do it for me.
Yeah.
You don't have to like it. You can fade it.
Nah, I mean, it's a really tough spread for me. The over-under, too.
It's going to be a good fucking game. Do we have so many good primetime games? Sunday night, Monday night, Monday night?
Yeah.
I'm excited.
All right.
Every week's so nasty in the NFL.
Last game of the week, we have, what's next?
This one's so interesting.
Cardinals. Chargers minus 2.5, over under 43.5. This is mind-boggling.
How is this spread 2.5? Yeah. Dude, these bookmakers are so fucking good at what they do. They're sick is what they are. Dude, the Chargers come off the bye and absolutely wax a team. They waxed it before. They just, dude, they're in playoff contention. Their defense looks amazing. Their defense is better than the Packers, who just shut down Arizona. What is going on here? How do you not like the fucking Chargers?
Yeah.
I'm not giving you guys the Chargers, even though everything I just said, I can't bet it. I can't bet spreads like this. It's too square.
I'm going over, bro. I'm going over. Over 43.5.
Yeah, the Chargers will be able to score against Arizona. Maybe Arizona just does more than the Denver could do.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll get a primetime over.
Yeah.
24-20 gets it done. 24-23 gets it done. I can't bet the Chargers here, guys. I want to. Can't do it.
Let's do some player props. Let's bring Trev into the show.
Come on in, T-Rev.
What up? What up? Oh. How goes the battle?
How we living?
We're living good. Here's the update on Pittsburgh on why that flipped. Okay, the line completely flipped. They announced that Russ is starting now this week instead of Fields. So that's official. And the DA bump. So, right, Devontae Adams to there. Now it's,
Can he
and
play
it's
the first week?
Of course he can. And
so what was
his hamstring hurt.
Was sore? He was sore?
Yeah. I mean, okay. I think he tweaked it, but the Raiders knew they were trading him. What was the advantage of playing him? And what if he tears it in a game? Then they lose any trade value they have.
Yeah. No, I get it.
I think Russ could end up playing well. He's been able to watch for weeks now. I feel like that gives you a different perspective, and then you come in with a chip on your shoulder here.
So Trev, it's not your opinion. You just stated facts, but you believe that Russ is a step down? That's where I don't. Oh, you do.
In Arthur Smith's offense, it's totally scheme specific. Okay, Arthur Smith just runs the ball. I don't know that he's going to be able to run. They can't throw, and right,
well, that's my thing.
I don't think they're going to be able to with Russ either, though, is the issue, because Smith isn't going to game plan for that.
Okay.
Look at Atlanta last year. Think about how Atlanta was, and just watching them waste, right? Drake London on the outside, watching them waste Kyle Pitts at tight end, and that's right. That's what Pitt's doing here. I don't know, man. I don't think there's like a huge difference between Fields and Russ at this point.
So, and that's, I guess, where I'm liking the Jets even more, in the sense of the line flipped. I believed that Fields couldn't throw the ball 15 yards downfield.
He can't throw it out.
The outs were terrible. They were timed wrong. They were thrown soft. So in my head, I was like, Russ doesn't have to run. They already run well. Najee ran great last week. If they just run with their running back and then he could pass decently, that's where I thought this was a step up. So I was so shocked to see the line flip. I hate buying Devontae because I don't know if he moves the needle a lot. The only thing I'll say is Lazard has been a nasty sleeper for the Jets. This is Lazard 2.0 and the better one. You know, Rodgers knows his guys. He knows his guys that he knows. That's where I was like, fuck, does he just come in here and crush it? Does Devontae actually do something?
And they have two running backs, not one, right? Yeah. Braylon Allen's that rookie running back's a stud. Breece Hall's a stud. Like, they are set up to win. Like, you know, does the offense click here? For me, this is going to be a stay away game. Line flip, like, I'll have some props here. But again, right. And then Pittsburgh's defense has been fantastic. For me, this is probably going to be an avoid game. Like, right now, I want to see where we come in at the end of the week, you know, and really land. So I'm not.
You're more conservative than me.
Yeah.
So Trev, you crushed 2 weeks ago. You've had good weeks. You give crazy upside to DD. Can I be arrogant for a second and just think I should just start hammering more games as much as we're winning?
I mean, we should. Like, the way it goes every day but Monday, and we should.
And we still won money yesterday. Everyone was hating on me yesterday. We still won.
No, I ran Breece. I didn't. I ran the Breece ladder and he did nothing.
But I had a lot of losing Mondays in a row. But Trev, you introduced a new segment to DD. It was genius. So I give out 1 or 2 player props, touchdown props max, 1 or 2 a week. And Trev has taken my player props and turned them if Uncle Gino was a degenerate. And he turned one into an ATD, one into a multi-TD. Dude, that is a very green segment.
Yeah, we're doing great there so far. Like, it's
so we got to stick with that.
Yeah, for sure. We're there. So
it feels chalky, but maybe a DA first TD is worth it. Chalky as fuck.
It doesn't matter. Like, if they give us plus 300 or up on him first TD, we have, like, it's an auto bet for me.
Rodgers is going to force him the ball.
Force him the ball. Like, absolutely.
Dude, he forced it to Lazard a few times. I've seen it.
Yep. Yeah, because he trusts him, right? Like, you saw. I mean, I don't know if you saw. Like DA was already at Rodgers' house this morning. He was literally
Matt said that they were on that show, and then he just walked behind him.
Yeah, he was already there.
So, dude, vibes like that. I don't want to make this the Niners show. I think my Niners have been so successful because of how much Juice and Kittle and them love each other. They're homies. Yep. And we get is our boy starting Pearsall?
So listen, we get White Boy Ricky back.
We get White Boy Rick, dude.
Yeah.
I need a White Boy Rick t-shirt.
Yeah, me too.
What was his name? Is that
Ricky
his name
Pearsall.
in Detroit?
They call him Ricky. It's Ricky Pearsall, but they all say
the drug dealer.
Yeah,
the drug dealer in Detroit.
Ricky. Yes.
It's White Boy Ricky. Okay, I wanted to make sure I didn't fuck that up.
No, you did. I got a Matty type odds prop for Thursday night.
Let's hear it.
All right. A wild long shot first down, but he's back now, and the Broncos really, really like him. Okay. Audric Estimine is the running back for the Broncos for the second half of the season. The kid's going to have
this, man.
He's going to have a breakout. His first TD is plus 5,000 in this game. We are sprinkling in it. Plus 5,000. It is grossly mispriced. Grossly. He should be like plus. Yeah, he should be 15-1. He's gonna get
15-1.
Yes. Like that's
hey,
our
you Degens, sorry to interrupt you, Trev. I want to enjoy moments for a second. You guys are getting fed right here a 50 fucking X. Now, don't expect it to win, but I'm gonna say this. This is not deflection. All that matters in betting is winning. But if you see this motherfucker get even a carry or a touch or a pass in the red zone, this shit is EV positive to the fucking moon. I mean that. I hope it wins. But if this motherfucker gets a carry in the red zone or a look on a pass in his direction, a swing pass, whatever, it's EV positive.
And then
why do you like it again?
He said it's gonna be their number one running back.
So listen, Javonte is washed. Javonte is done. He got hurt. If you look at the preseason, he's their guy. He fits Peyton's system perfectly. The kid is going to crush. If you're listening to the show and you want a sleeper to pick up for a running back in fantasy right now, put a bid in for him this week.
I'm going to do that. I have one team.
He's going to be their guy the second half of the season. He's going to be their guy. So, I'm a nerd. That's all I do when it comes to this kind of stuff. Just follow me on that one. But my favorite prop for Thursday night is Spencer Rattler without Olave, without Shaheed, 90% sure, interception against the best secondary in the NFL. Rookie quarterback at home Thursday night. It's go bet his interception. That's the easiest prop of the week right there.
I like that.
Yeah,
Dude, you're sick.
What's 2 picks pay?
They won't give them to me. If they put it up, I will bet it. If
Wait
they
a
offer
second.
it, I will bet it. Listen,
What's
there might
3
be
pay?
some alt lines. Sometimes
guys are
closer
sick.
game day, they go there. All right, now I got one for England. Sunday morning sweats, right? Get up.
Wait, so go.
No,
Real
go ahead.
quick. Why do you got to throw shade at Rattler, dude? He played good.
Rattler's their quarterback. Carr's done. I like Rattler. The best secondary in the NFL is the Broncos. He's got to throw at Patrick Surtain. Surtain's just
Okay.
And he's not going to have Olave or Shaheed. 98% sure. He's not going to have.
Whoa, they're missing all those people?
Yes, they're also missing their center. They're also
Why is
missing
the
their
spread so low in that game?
Because it's a Thursday night game. So
I'm just saying, they have no one.
Yeah, agreed. But Denver's offense hasn't been great yet this year. So they don't have anybody. Kamara's going to get used a ton, but that's where I like it. All right. So.
All right.
Yeah, so New England on Sunday morning, you're drinking your cup of coffee, 16 hours of football. We have watched Jacksonville with our own eyes. Okay. They also just traded away one of their best defensive fronts. We're going to ladder Drake May passing touchdowns, 1.5, 2.5, 3.5. He's throwing 4 tutties on that terrible Jacksonville team in England. May is going to cook these motherfuckers. So that's going to be I love it. And everybody's going to be on Jacksonville. They're staying over there. It's New England. Drake May can play. He can absolutely play. And that defense for the Jags are awful. Now, I don't think they win the game. I think Jacksonville can put up enough points. But we saw a couple weeks ago, Jacksonville can get into a shootout. I think they get that here, and New England pushes the ball. So that's right. I like May. All right. Now I don't know what to. I think Detroit Mini is going to be an all-out battle defensively. That's
under
I think
50 is a good
love
bet.
it. Love the under in that game. I don't, from a fantasy standpoint, I don't like that. The next game I think has really interesting stuff is the Dolphins at the Colts. Is Richardson back? Does everybody clear concussion protocol for Miami. I want to see what running backs are available there and who they're going to use, but we're going to be watching Miami. Indy can't stop the run. If Achane is available, if not, we're going Mostert. I want to see Jalen Wright, the rookie. Let's see who's healthy and ready to go. They're coming off a bye. Indy can't stop the run at all. From a prop standpoint, we love them. All right. And then this is my just fucking donkey square play of the week, but it's nutso to not play it. Okay. The Raiders are done. I would be shocked if Crosby is even there by the weekend. The only reason he's there is because he's got a lot of money a team's got to eat. Stafford should have Kupp and Puka back. Stafford is going to cook that secondary. He's going to cook them. He's the other one. As long as Puka and Kupp are good to go, we're going to ladder Stafford passing touchdowns. Like, Stafford's going to come back. He's going to throw 3 to 5 TDs.
Oh, my God. So, Trevor, at the end of all these props, I got to bug you about Survivor. I need some insight. But do me a favor. I'm typing it in right now, and I can't find it on my fantasy. I don't know if it's hidden. How do you spell the last name of Mr. 50 to 1?
Okay. E-S.
One second. I want to make sure I get it right. The search bar is being a little bitch to me.
It's
all right.
E-S and then time. T-I-M-E.
E-S time?
Yeah, so E-S and then T-I-M-E.
Okay. E-S time. That's.
But they pronounce it S to me. Is how they pronounce it.
He's available in all my leagues.
Yeah, grab him. He's
I'll
their
sit
guy
on
for the
him.
second half.
All right, Audric.
Right, and then the last player prop that I like right now is I wouldn't lay the Commanders' points here, but Jayden Daniels is gonna cook, just absolutely cook that secondary for Carolina. Like he is going to throw for same thing. So we got 3-4 TD guys. I think I'm going to parlay them on the 3-4 TD props. Okay. Drake May, Stafford, Daniels, all to throw 4 TDs this week. So Carolina couldn't hit water if they fell out of a boat when it came to stopping somebody on defense. Like they're just
crazy.
Absolutely awful. Again, homer pick, no props yet, but I like her Niners. This is a spot we're coming together. Pearsall's back. I want to see where Mason is. That really matters for us. But I love Isaac Correndo. The guy's a 4.3 40 running back. The kid who took the slide at the end. We're pretty deep there. And then the game of the week to watch is going to be Monday night in Baltimore, Tampa Bay. Like that's just going to be a great game. I think Baltimore is the best team in the league right now, pretty clearly. But Baker's playing how we expected Baker to play coming out of college. Like he's finally clicking. So those are the spots I love today. All subject to change based upon, it's Tuesday. So all you guys listening, it's Tuesday. But
no, I'm listening.
Dude, what about Eagles-Giants, bro? Is that going to be a big under game?
Ugh. Yeah, like what is wrong with the Eagles? Like I don't. So and here's my issue.
The way the Giants defended T. Higgins and Jamar Chase worries me. I feel like they're gonna do the same thing to AJ and Devontae, and I feel like the Giants could win, dude.
Yeah, here's the issue with Philly right now. It's not Kellen Moore's offense. Look at Kellen Moore offense. It's Moore calling the plays, but Sirianni won't let go. The issue is Sirianni's handprint is all over the offensive scheme instead of just handing the keys to Moore and saying, cook with these stars.
I wouldn't even mind if Kellen Moore was the head coach at this point.
Sirianni's got to get out of the way. He has to get out of the way. Has to. Yeah. So Jalen Carter is going to be the difference maker for me in this game. Can Carter get after, Daniel Jones? Does he help stop the run? I think that's really going to matter. Yeah. Well, but if he doesn't play, who knows?
I think they should turn Daniel Jones into like just a running quarterback. Like,
I mean, he's going to be Taysom Hill in a couple more years. That's who Daniel Jones is.
Did we pick up? Did the Niners pick up Carlson?
Yeah, they signed his brother, the kid that
Anders?
used to kick for Anders, who kicked for Green Bay. Yeah, we signed. They signed him to the practice squad. I think just to be safe, in case the
Okay.
rocket scientist kid can't go this week.
Oh man. All right, Survivor, Trev.
All right.
Hear me out.
Yeah.
I don't want to use the Bills. I want to save
Can't
the
use
Bills.
the Bills here. Yep. Can't use the Bills here.
I need them for at least 2 other times.
Yep.
So everyone's going to say the Bills, but I can't. I need them for the future. There's no point. I was trying to explain this to my wife. I was like, winning now, if I don't have any teams left for the double weeks, it's a fucking, I can't, there's no way I could pick double dogs on those kind of days. It's just it's a flirt.
You have to watch for 13 and 17A. You have to play circa that way.
So teams that I don't need for those weeks, though, Cincy's kind of there.
Yep.
Cincy going to Cleveland. Cleveland sucks. Offensively, they're trash, but Cincy's defense is garbage. So hold on. Let me give you them all.
All right.
A team I really don't need again, 2 of them, Rams or Indy.
Yep.
So I do need Cincy again a little bit. So like in the hierarchy, I don't want to use the commies either. I want to save the Commanders.
I want to use
They're
the
playing good
here.
ball. So I really think this week, and the one that Matty hated, and you just kind of scared me with it with Drake, I would love to get the Jags off my plate. It's dangerous though. They're trash.
You can't take them. You can't take them. You can't.
I know.
Take
So I have Indy. Indy's at home, but now they're not starting Flacco.
Yeah, they're going to start Richardson, who can't throw a 7-yard out.
But he can run the ball. So
Yep.
But Rams against the Raiders, I just hate how teams come together when a diva leaves.
They didn't want to lose. It wasn't. It's the other way. Crosby wants to go with him. Like the Rams here for me are get them off the plate. The Rams at home, off a bye, cut back, Puka back. Right? They get a Raiders team that listen. It's in. They're talking about they're going to unload Crosby. Like the Raiders are just going to go full rebuild mode.
Okay.
They're going to dump all the salary. That Crosby doesn't want to be there. Right? Like
I got it. Okay.
Right? Like that's a. Where do you want to play the Rams, in division against Seattle or Arizona or the Niners?
No.
Yep.
All right. Just scary. Just scary for little old me.
I agree, but as long as everybody's firing, give me McVay as a coach. The Raiders are going to throw it in. I mean, AOC's their quarterback. Like, come on. Like the Raiders might not win a game the rest of the year.
So you like the Rams, okay? And do you think the Colts are too dangerous with a new quarterback?
If it's Flacco, I like him. If it's Richardson, I don't.
But so we agree that the Colts have one of the better pass defenses, run defenses in the game.
Great, no, not good. Their run D is okay. Their pass D is bad. The problem is who does Miami have at quarterback? Nobody.
No, that's what I'm saying. So the Colts, I get JT back. I get a decent defense. They're going to put up some points. Are they going to get outscored by fucking Miami? This Miami?
I mean, their defense has been great. Like that, but the good thing is we don't have to decide today.
No, I know. I just wanted to bounce those off you. I pretty much don't want to use Buffalo. They're there. I'm just saying it out loud for the people listening because some guys like taking. So I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, you can't burn Buffalo here. You can't do it.
No, they're not there.
Yep. So
sweet. We'll cross that bridge. Well, shit. Thank you for the 50x banger. I'm gonna get you a couple props so guys, just so you know what we do now in DD to feed the Matties and the Trevs and the Degens, and I'm boring old uncle. I'm getting them ATDs and they're turning them into nasty props. And so far, Trev turned an ATD into a first TD and an ATD into 2 TDs. Both paid fantastic multiples.
Yeah.
We've been crushing. Yeah. It's been fun.
Sweet. Let's go have a good week.
Later, bro.
Later.
Peace out, bro. All right,
we good, bro?
We're good.
So final answer, your commies for Survivor?
Washington Commanders Survivor pick. Don't ever think it.
I think I'm Rammies. Oh, I'll home off the bye. Fuck. I'm torn. We'll go from
Commanders, bro. Commanders. Trust it.
there. Later.
All right, everybody. Like and subscribe. We'll see you next week.
Hit us up. We're bigger to gens than both of you combined. Later.